Here we have a problem on ratio. Okay, let's go the question. Two numbers are in the ratio 2 to 3. If 4 be subtracted from each, they are in the ratio 3 to 5. Find the numbers. Okay, before I start solving this question, let me consider an example. So let me consider two quantities of 500 and 700. I want to find the ratio of these two numbers, 500 and 700. Okay, now let me do the ratio between these two numbers, 500 and 700. Actually, this ratio is not in simplified form because there is a greatest common divisor for both the terms of this ratio, that is 100. Since 100 is the greatest common divisor, we have to divide both the terms by that greatest common divisor. So that is 500 divided by 100, and we have to divide the second term also by the same 100. So when I do so, I am getting 5 to 7. So because when I divide 500 by 100, I am getting 5, and here I am getting 7. Okay, now I got the ratio of the two numbers 500 and 700, that is 5 to 7. Okay, so now let's do the same stuff in reverse order. That is, I want to get the two numbers from the terms of the ratio. What should I do with the terms of the ratio? So if I want to get these two numbers 500 and 700 from the terms of the ratio over here, I have to multiply both the terms of 5 and 7 by 100. So that is when I multiply the first term 5 by 100, I'm getting 500. That's the first number. When I multiply the second term of the ratio 7 by 100, I'm getting the second number 700. So whenever I want to get the original quantities from the terms of the ratio, what I have to do is I have to multiply both the terms of the ratio by the same non-zero number. That is, by whatever number I multiply the first term by the same non-zero number, I have to multiply the second term as well to get the original quantities. In this example, we multiply both the terms by 100. So it's not for all the example. In some other problem, so you may have to multiply some other different numbers other than 100. Okay, now let's apply this logic in our problem. So now let me consider the stuff over here. Two numbers are in the ratio 2 to 3. So our aim is to find the two numbers. For that, what we have to do is we have to get the two numbers from the ratio over here. What do we have to do for that? We have to multiply both the terms of the ratio by the same non-zero number as I explained in the example. So by what non-zero number should I multiply the terms of the ratio over here? I do not know. So let's say that non-zero number is x. So when I multiply the first term of the ratio by 2, I'm getting the first number. Let me write the stuff over here. So first number equals 2. So I have to multiply the first term of the ratio by the non-zero number, say x. That is 2x is the first number. Now let me get the second number of the second number on second. So for that we have to multiply the second term of the ratio with the same non-zero number x. Then I'm getting 3x. Okay, now I got the first number and second number, but still I have to get the value of x. Once I get the value of x, it can be multiplied by 2 to get the first number, and the value of x can be multiplied by 3 to get the second number. So for that, we can consider the other information. If 4 be subtracted from each, that means when I subtract 4 from each of the two numbers, so the resulting numbers will be in the ratio 3 to 5. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract 4 from the first number, that is 2x and negative 4, and also I'm going to subtract 4 from the second number, that is 3x and negative 4. Now the resulting numbers are in the ratio 3 to 5 according to the question. That is, the ratio of these two numbers equals to 3 to 5. Okay, now what we have to do is we have to solve for x in this equation. For that we can write both the ratios as fractions. Then I'm getting 2x negative 4 over 3x negative 4 equals to 3 over 5. Okay, now to solve for x, what we can do is we can do cross multiplication. Then I have to multiply this numerator on the left side by the denominator on the right side. Then I'm getting 5 times 2x negative 4. And the same thing, the numerator on the right side has to be multiplied by the denominator on the left side. Then I'm getting 3 times 3x negative 4. Okay, now let me continue over here. So for that, what we have to do is we have to distribute this 5 to 2x and negative 4. When I do such distribution, I'm getting 10x and negative 20. And here I can distribute this 3 to 3x and negative 4. When I do such distribution, I'm getting 9x negative 12. Okay, now since we have to solve for x, we have to get the variable x on one of the sides. Actually, the term which the terms which contain the variable x we have on both sides of this equation. Okay, now let me get the 9x over here. For that, I have to subtract 9x from both sides. When I do so, this positive 9x, negative 9x will cancel out. The simplification of 10x negative 9x is just x. Negative 20 equals to negative 12. Now I add 20 to both sides. When I add 20 to both sides, negative 20 positive 20 will cancel out. I am getting x equals to, when I combine negative 12 and positive 20, I am getting x equals to 8. Now we can plug in x equals to 8 over here to get the first number. Let me do it. That is 2 times 8 equals to 16. And also we can plug in x equals to 8 over here to get the second number. That is 3 times 8 which is equal to 24. So the two numbers are 16 and 24.